Today we're going to do a new fitment on a 2023 KLR 650. It's very similar to the 2022 model, but this particular bike has the Kawasaki OEM engine guards, and it presented some problems, and so we've had to change the skid plate just a little bit to make sure it's going to work out for that. So I'll show you what we're going to do. The modified skid plate has an extra set of holes right up here that are slotted that are going to take the top two bolt holes on the Kawasaki OEM engine guards. We've taken one of our 2022 engine guards and we've drilled the holes, measured it and everything, and you can see how it's going to bolt up on the front of the bike right there. And then what you'll see, as we have in here, you see the spacers that are back in behind, and this engine guard right here is the OEM Kawasaki one. It has an upper and lower combined. It bolts in the back similar to the 2022 version, so there's no issue there. It's just that when we come forward on here, we used to use a U-bolt, and due to the way these fasten, we're going to have to change that. Okay, we've got the skid plate installed, and we're using 3/4 inch spacers to space it forward, and that gives the rear holes underneath in the back perfect fitment. They're nice and easy. They go in real easy, but you want to install the rear bolts first. Just get them in there and get them rattling loose. Then move to the front and go ahead and put the front bolts in with the spacers, and then tighten up the front just barely tight. Check your rear bolts, make sure that everything is still loose with them for spacing. Then snug up the front if your rear bolts are still turning freely. Then tighten up the rear, then tighten up the front. So we've got plenty of clearance in here. We've got a gap right in there of about 1/4 inch. We lightened that up. That was just about touching, and we fixed that a little bit for these. So I think we're ready to go. Thank you. Okay, the reason that we're having to modify the skid plate mounting on the 2023 KLR with the Kawasaki OEM engine guards is this bracket right here. It comes around from this side and lays over, comes around from this side, lays there, and then there's a rear mounting plate that's threaded in the back, and that's what holds the engine guards on. So to mount the skid plate, we can't use our U-bolt that we typically use, so we're going into the front bolts with a 3/4 inch spacer and an 8x40 socket head cap screw. That spaces it out and gives us the difference. These parts will be in all of our Gen 3 skid plates, so that you'll have them if you have a 2022 or if you have a 2023 with the Kawasaki engine guards.